Hello everybody, this is Jessica with Stamp a Blessing, where I stamp to cheer the brokenhearted and connect all my friends to Jesus. I am super excited today to share another idea for you to start using your pretty paper shares. Yes, I am committed to keep bringing you ideas to use your beautiful papers from Stamping Up. I am very, very grateful to all those who participate in my pretty paper shares. And we are having new ones coming very soon with a new mini catalog that comes in September 2024. So go ahead to my blog, Stamp a Blessing, or email me at stampablessing@gmail.com and let me know if you're interested in participating. I will be setting up all the details up in August when we demonstrators are able to see the catalog per se. But every single share is absolutely awesome, and I want to share an idea with you, and that is called a fracture card. Never tried that in my life before. It looks so difficult. It is not. So follow me. Let's do it together. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to show you first what we're going to be using and take my name off of there so that you can actually create with me. I decided to use one particular paper that I did not know how to use. Okay, so if you have papers like that you have no idea how to use, and it was this one, To Market, in page 39 on the big catalog. It's beautiful, has great images of farmers, well, not farmers, farmers market is what I would think about. It says To Market, to the farmers market. It has some bags, it has some baskets, flowers, vegetables, and I thought, how in the world am I going to use that? I'm glad you asked too. So I brought some ideas with the pretty paper shares. On my shares, I always have a label that shows you the name of it, the size of the paper usually comes, the colors, the item number, and the price. But you are also able to just sample a little bit of it. So I send you from 12 by 12s, I send you 4 by 6s like this one. And from 6 by 6s usually come in packages of 48. I send you 8 sheets of 6 by 6. So I don't cut those, okay? Now I do add specialty designers papers, so be ready to receive beauty. Now these ones are from the big catalog, and I am on a mission to help you use them. I appreciate Patricia and Margarita that share so much on our Facebook group, Pretty Paper Shares. For all of those who participate, you are welcome to come in. As soon as you participate once, you can be part of that group forever. It is my joy to share, and I'm so thankful for my demonstrators and friends who love to share in there as well some sketches and ideas on how they're using their papers. So today I want to use this paper. It's going to be super cool with the fracture card technique. Okay, I'm going to be using some real red color, blackberry bliss color. I brought some different cling stamp sets, photopolymer stamp sets, because I don't have the stamp set that goes with this paper. Most likely happened to you as well, but I got some of my favorite ones. The You Are Beautiful, love the font, love the Bible verse that comes with it, so we're going to be using that one, and also keeping tabs because I wanted a small sentiment that says happy birthday. So I'm on it, and this is going to be for a special friend that loves vegetables and loves having her own garden and all of that. I thought this would be a perfect gift for her. So let's go ahead and start putting our things together. Okay, so something that I love to tell you always is use what you have. And in this occasion, I found a square die that I have from very long ago. It is 2 inches by 1 1/8. Okay, so it's 2 1/8 inches square. You can do the fracture card with different sizes. You can go 2/8, or you can go 2 1/2, or you can go 2 1/4. I'll show you different ones in here, but this one worked really nice for me. And if you don't know where it came from the Stitch Shapes frameless dies. If you go to the catalog or you go to the website, you will find other dies very, very similar with squares as well that you can use. But in this case, I have this one too. This is the one that I use. Okay, it's 2 1/8. Go ahead and check the ones that you have. I'm sure that you have a square somewhere, and if not, just cut one with your cutter. 2 1/8 square for your card. Okay, I have it right here. Love the stitch. That is kind of like a cool thing about it. I also have the Everyday Details dies, and it comes with a very nice label like this. So for this particular card, I will be using this one for my sentiment, and I hope that you enjoy it as well. You are welcome to use whatever you want. Now, for this card, you will need a card base that is 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, and it's scored in the middle at 4 1/4. Okay, that's my usual size of cards. My shares usually come cut at 4 by 6. Okay, but in this case, I cut my front layer is going to be 4 by 5.25, and in this case I'm going to be using, let's see, I'm going to be using this paper right here. I think it's going to be really cute, really nice with the Blackberry Bliss. I already cut it. I also cut a basic white for the inside, so we'll be putting that on the inside of my card. As I said, I have my little square, I have my little rectangle, and this is the most important part here that we have, and it's 4 little strips of paper. These are 1/4 of an inch, okay? And I cut them like 5.5 or 8.5. I just took a sheet of paper and I started cutting a bunch of fourth inch strips. If you have some already cut, go ahead and use them. It doesn't matter. I think 5.5 is enough length, but I usually just took the paper and started cutting at 8.5 by 1/4 an inch. So your choice is totally fine. We're gonna start doing this together. It's gonna be super cool and super easy. And then I'm gonna show you some samples, and I hope that you like them because it's gonna be really, really important to do them together. Okay, let's see. So the first thing we're gonna do is I'm going to take my designer series paper and I'm going to add it to my card base. So I'll put a little bit of glue, and I love using my liquid glue. It's one of my favorite ones during my crafting times. Okay, I love using them right there. And then I'm gonna take this piece of cardstock. It is a square, as I said, it's 2 1/8. Many people do the fracture cards with other sizes. This is the one that worked for me. Now I'm gonna use my placemat here real quick. I'm gonna move things around because I want to just look at my ruler up here on my placemat. And I have a 0 to 7 particularly. So I'm just gonna put it between 2 and 6. I'm gonna try to find my center. I do not like to try to be super perfect in all my cards. So this is kind of neat for me because I don't have to be. I can just kind of eyeball it, how you call it. You just look at it and think, oh, that's kind of neat. So I'm going to put it, instead of 1/2 inch, I'm going to put it about 1 inch down. Okay, so it's going to look like it's in the center, but not totally in the center. I'm just going teeny bit higher in there. So I think that's a good spot for me. Okay, I'm going to turn it around. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on it, and we're going to glue it right in the center. And again, it doesn't have to be totally perfect. I've seen fractured cards that even put them like on the side. I have not tried that one. Again, my goal is that you use your paper shares, okay? So this is about how it's gonna look. It's kind of exciting. Okay, it may not be perfect, but go with the flow. If I make bloopers, don't do them yourselves, okay? So this is super simple how we will begin. I'm going to start by adding a little bit of my glue right here. And I love, and you know that I love giving you ideas that are easy. I am a very, very busy mama, and I need easy ideas to create. If it stresses me out, if it's too complicated, that's most likely not my type, okay? It may not work for me. It may not work for me. It needs to be simple. So I usually like starting right there at the top right, okay? And I go right at the edge of my little square, as you can see, and I put my first line there. If you want, go ahead and take your scissors and you can immediately cut that little bit off, okay? And come here, let's see if I have that correctly. And my scissors are not working well. Those are the ones that got messed up with glue. That is so not nice. I need to clean those. I need to clean those back. Hey, if you have this one, it even works to use it on this side. So I'm gonna go ahead. That's the one that I just cut. You see, so I like that it's long because I can use it on the other side as well. So here it is. I'm just gonna put that little corner. I'll put it closer so you see it. I'm gonna put it right here on this little side. Okay, so it's going to be right there. Do you see it good? Yay. Okay, so this is going to be really fast, but really fun. And I think it's going to encourage you to use your pretty papers, especially those papers that you have no idea how to use. Now, this particular paper, I thought it's really cute. I had no idea how to use it. That's why I decided to kind of challenge myself to use it. That way all my customers and paper sharers also decide to use what they have. Okay, but the coolest part about this paper is that you can use the images as part of your embellishing, right? So I'm just putting a little bit of glue, kind of like a line right here. I'm gonna put the other one. I could have cut that one as well. Oh look, I kind of leave like a little edge in there, but nobody's gonna see it. You're not gonna see it. Okay, make sure that you push that into the edge. I apparently did not, but I don't think you can see it from a plane, right? So I think it's totally fine for me. Now I'm gonna take my scissors and I'm gonna cut the edges. And you can do this with scissors or you can do it with your cutter if you wish. I'm just not gonna be super mega particular about it. I think it's gonna look really cute at the end of it all. And look how nice that is looking. It looks like we cut all the pieces of paper off, but we did not. So it's called a fracture card because it's kind of like an illusion, okay? Like it looks fractured, but it's not. You now know that. Now I'm going to go ahead and start embellishing this card, and it's super simple, but I want to give you some ideas because this paper came with some baskets, which you'll see one of my samples using. It came with some flowers, and you could use it as a background, but I actually want to cut them because they're way too cute. Otherwise you can use this side, but why waste those pretty flowers? Then this one I'm going to use for another card. You have to see the one with all the veggies, but you don't want to see me cutting all the veggies. Yes, I cut a bunch of veggies. Okay, I'll show you that one in a little bit. But in the meantime, I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to go ahead and cut some of the flowers from here. Now, you may think, oh, Jessica's just going to use one of them. I'm actually going to use two of them. So I'm going to go ahead and start cutting in here real quick and try to put my camera a little faster when I'm editing so that you don't get all bored for what I'm doing. That is good. We are almost done here cutting this little flower. You'll see how easy this will become. Putting my things aside, I don't mind cutting a little bit in there. Now we are going to get all ready with our sentiment. I have it right here. Now I'm going to be stamping my sentiment. I have my flowers already cut out. Need to be finding where I put my ribbon. I want to use some ribbon for this. I keep forgetting to do so. And I'm going to bring my Blackberry Bliss color and the keeping tabs. Happy birthday. Gonna go right here. Looks so beautiful, so elegant, and so simple. I also want to bring the inside of my card. I think I have it somewhere around here. Where did I put my inside? Here it is. I'm gonna bring the inside of my card. I'm gonna also bring the Blackberry Bliss. Almost done. Let's bring my trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge him and he will direct your path. Proverbs 3:5-6. Beautiful. Love it. Inside and outside. Love that. I'm going to be adding this to the inside of my card. Okay, this will be fast, but you are going to love the results, and you, I think, are going to love all the samples I created for you. I have another suggestion for you, so don't go anywhere because it's going to be fun to try different papers, especially if you have some papers that are not 4x6 or are not complete. It's just little parts and pieces here and there. I think you're gonna love that. Okay, I'm going to bring my dimensionals and I want to show you how we're gonna do this together. I have my little flowers. So what I plan to do is that I will put these ones on the back, sort of like that. So you kind of it has a feeling like there's two bunches in there. Then I'm gonna turn this around and put some of my dimensionals right, just joining those two right there. Let's see if I put another one right here. I may not put one at the bottom. Okay, so it's a little bit easier. Take my dimensionals, put them on the side. I have ink on my nails, as you can tell, and then this one is gonna go right here, right in the center. Look how cute. You can add anything on the center. You could also just put a sentiment on the center. You don't necessarily have to put flowers, but I thought that it would look so cute to do so. So I did. And I have one more thing to add, but most likely I'll just show you the sample because I have another idea to show you. So I'm gonna add this happy birthday right here on the side. You'll see how cute this card comes out to be. So that is my first sample. First time I teach you how to do a fracture card. I love it. I think it's so easy to make. I hope you love them. Now I have a couple of samples in here for you. I made the same card here, but then I added a little ribbon to it. Okay, that nice natural trim that Stampin' Up has is gorgeous. Makes it look so much better, like it's all together into one, right? Then I made another one with the other paper I was showing you right here and the other flowers. So you have some difference in there. I used the garden green cardstock, same style card, okay? And I put that trust in the Lord with all your heart in the center, just to remind everyone that receives a card that they are blessed. I have one more. This is the one that you may not want to do, but I'm going to inspire you to do it. And it's this one right here. It is awesome with all the tomatoes. I love that. And then I decided to put my little bag with a bunch of those very nice vegetables cut, yes, by more with my scissors, because I loved it. But if you see your baggies, you have a lot that you can do. You can put more than that. Now, why did I use that one is because my other sheet of paper had that bag exactly like this one. It had it cut. So I'm like, I want to use that bag entirely. So I use it, but it's cut, you see. So I cut it over here. I put some dimensionals and I started adding all the little vegetables from over the other sheet. We got 2 sheets of each. So I had a bunch of lettuce. I used some of the bottom ones right here, like this right here and this right here are the lettuce that is cut off, you see. So it doesn't necessarily have to appear like the full lettuce for you to be able to put it inside your little baggies. But isn't this paper beautiful? I love it. I think you're going to enjoy it as well. Now I have another sample for you, and then I will show you an alternate, okay? So this is the fun part. This was so easy to make, correct? Now let me show you one more, and here is the one with a little truck. I love this online exclusive. I'm forgetting the name right now. Truck Along, that's it. Truck Along, I think that's the name of it. It has all those little flowers, so I just did exactly the same thing with this one using the Country Woods paper. I think it's a wonderful paper. And then I used one of the circles from Everyday Details dies, and I added the sentiment, every day is a fresh start, with the same trim that we used from the catalog. Now I have another one that I have to show you, and then I will show you how to make that one, because it's a little bit different, okay? But I'm gonna make it super easy for you. I totally have to make it super simple. Okay, so here it goes. I use the Abound with Love paper, but in this case, I decided to use different designers paper around it, okay? So this was interesting to make. I think you are going to like how I made it. And it was fun. It was really fun to make. Now this, what I did is I did exactly the same thing, right? I took my Cardbase. Let me show you. I took my Cardbase, I put my little square in the middle as a diagonal, okay, or as a diamond, maybe I should say. Then I took all my little parts and I started putting them around like this, okay. I just kind of put them like that, right on top of my Cardbase. I just started putting all of them around it. And after I had all my sides around them, then I started taking pieces of paper, in this case, the Abound with Love, and I just started gluing them like that and like that and like that. So I did not really make any measurements to do it. And as you see on this sample, it's right on the Cardbase, okay? So that is the way that I did it. If you have pieces of paper around, you can do the same. You just do your little diamond and you add little crosses around or little pieces of cardstock around, and that's it. I think you're gonna love that. Now, I have another idea for you. If you actually want to plan to have different papers, I decided to make some measurements for you to follow so that I could also repeat it. I thought I gotta do this a little bit easier on me, right? So let's see if we can make it work. So I'm gonna put these ones on the side. I hope that you like those. If you did, give me some thumbs up on this video. Leave me some comments below. It is always a blessing. The more you share on YouTube with me, the more my videos are seen as well. So it is a blessing for me as well. Okay, so I'm gonna get these ones out and I'm gonna show you. I have a Pretty Peacock Cardbase, same size. This is 8.5 by 5.5, and it's scored at 4 1/4 right here. Okay, then I brought another layer. So this is just a different way of doing the fracture card, okay? I brought another layer. This is 4 by 5 1/4, which will go like that. Is pretty much right on top, just leaving a little edge of 1/8. And then I brought my little 2 1/8, in this case diamond, okay, because we're gonna still use it like that. I put a little bit higher than the center. You can put on the center if you wish. I put it just a teeny bit higher, like I've done in all my other ones. And the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start gluing all these ones just like we did, okay? So I'm gonna just work on the top layer this time around. So I will be positioning that in there. Now I cut my papers this time around in specific sizes, and I want to show you those sizes. So I'm gonna show you a picture first, okay, so that you get to see it. It's right there. Okay, and if you see that picture in there, I have number 1 at the top right, and then I have number 2 at the bottom right, and then I have number 3 at the bottom left, and then I have number 4 at the top left. So I want you to be able to envision that, because those are the sizes that we are going to be using. Okay, so take a picture of it if you wish. It is a perfect time to take a picture and just have it. I put that little circle at the bottom because on my last card that you will see today, that is exactly where my sentiment is gonna go. Okay, so we are back right here, and I want you to envision it because this is just a little sample cardstock that I made on white. The first top right is 2 1/4 by 4, so take note of that, 2 1/4 by 4. Then the bottom right is 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. Then the bottom left is 3 by 3 3/4, and the top left is 2 3/4 by 3 1/4. Now I say 1 2 3 4, and that's how I actually position them because I don't want to forget, okay, when I'm doing this. And I went ahead and I cut some of my papers that I wanted to use on that way. So what I did is that this one is my 2 1/4 by 4, so this is my top right, and I actually wrote on it, so I know I'm going to be putting this paper looking this way, okay? And then I wrote on, where am I, on this one, I'm sorry. This one is number 2, 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. So this is a different color, so I'm twisting them there. Then this is a 3 by 3 3/4, like I showed you before. It's gonna go looking down, and then this one is gonna look the orange on the outside, 2 3/4 by 3 1/4. You may need to go back and check these measurements, or just visit my blog after I post this. I will be posting all this on my Stamp a Blessing blog, but this is the way it's gonna go. So I'm just gonna leave it right there, and I'm gonna start gluing and doing this part with you, and then I will show you the end result. It's gonna be really, really fun. Now, my hope and my desire is that this works for everyone. Some of them you will see that they're a little bit bigger than they should be, so you will have some leftover paper. It's okay, I did it on purpose because I want to be able to use to have a little more just in case. Like, I know this paper is going to go around here. I wanted to cover every single area. I want this paper to go right here. I wanted to cover every single area, so I went a little bit higher just in case you move that diamond a little bit higher, a little bit lower. Now we're going to start putting some of my glue. Let's do this really, really quick right here. I just put a little glue up to there. You can add a little bit more glue right here at the bottom when we are done, or when I am done. While you are doing it, it's fine, but this is good. There is joy in creating, okay? And more than that, in creating together. So I honestly cannot wait for you to show me what you make. If you try this fracture card for the first time, would you let me know? I want to know. If you try this, if you already tried it, but you're like, oh, I like the way you did it, or I like the way you did it with that particular paper, or I like the way you did it with different papers. It was easy. It was too difficult. I want to know because I want to make it easier for you. My goal is that when I am doing my pretty paper shares, that people actually use what they have. I don't want you to clutter. I don't want you to hoard all the paper and not use it. And that is a problem that many, many crafters have. We have like a different craft or a different hobby, which is just purchasing stuff and not using them. And that should not be, my ladies. We are supposed to use what we have, right? Okay, so I have my 4. It looks like a pinwheel right there. Woohoo! I love it. So I'm going to start putting just a little bit of glue around here. You will see it. And then I will start putting my sheets of paper. My 2 1/4 by 4 goes right here. Okay, and then I will use my bottom right, which is 2 3/4 by 4 1/4 right here. Feel free to check this out and try it with your papers. We have so much paper, and sometimes we don't have the papers, like full papers, like a sheet of 4 by 5 1/4, like the one that I started. So if you don't have a 4 by 5 1/4, but you have little rectangles here and there leftovers from other cards, then you can make this card your own. Okay, kind of and use different papers. If you don't have 2 of the same, then use different papers. But that is what we are doing right now. So check it out. It looks very nice. I think I did this the wrong way. It goes that way, so it totally covers. Okay, totally covers my card base or my bottom layer. So there you have all of these ones, and I'll post some pictures of this as well in my blog. I hope that you go and check them out. Now, what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna take some big scissors and I'm gonna cut one of the sides. It's the easiest way to go. Okay, and afterwards, if you want to cut all of them with a trimmer, it's good. Now, since I'm here with you, I'll most likely do it quicker because I don't want you to get bored. I don't want you to leave. I want you to see the last ones that I have. So I'm just going to use my scissors to go around this. And I hope that you are enjoying this, and I'm so excited to have you here. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I love doing this. I am a mama of 4 kids. I homeschool. I'm busy to my eyeballs. Always busy. I also run a scrapbooking club twice a month. I keep connected with them on a Facebook group with all my subscribers to that club. I also have paper pumpkin meetings every month on the second Thursday of the month. So if you love paper pumpkin, go ahead and send me a message. I would love to have you as one of my subscribers and create with all of us. My goal always is for us to finish our kits. So check this out. This is how this card is gonna go. I'm gonna take some of my glue now and I'm gonna put this, and I cannot wait to show you one more sample with this. But doesn't this look so pretty? Look at it. It is absolutely beautiful and so easy to make with pieces of paper that you have. So I have two more to show to you right now. I'm gonna put this aside. Okay, so this is another one that I made with the same paper. I believe the paper is Abound in Love. Am I saying the right word? I think it's Unbounded Beauty. I totally lied to you. I'm so sorry. I repent. Unbounded Beauty 12 by 12 piece of paper. Look at that. How cute that is. I love it. Okay, I use several pieces in here. I'll put them in my blog because I don't even remember when I used some of the same paper that was left from the bottom of this one. I just turn it around and I stamp that little flower. I wish I had this stamp set I use around here. I think I have it. One sec. Okay, yes, I remember. It's this one right here. It says Smile. I use that flower right there, and then I use the one with the hugs. You saw my last video about that hugs one. The hugs. Where is that? I love it. It's right here. One second. I'll find it for you. Woohoo! I found it. So hearts and hugs, and the dies come with that little banner. So put a little twine in there and keep it very simple. But I hope that you like this ideas. It is my joy. I have one more to show you. Don't stop. Oh, look at this one. I love it. This is the one with the stamps that you are beautiful. I cannot not show you that one. That is way too good. And it's not you are beautiful. I lied again. This is not a good video. I keep forgetting the names of all the stamps. It's Grateful Blessing. Going and rewind. This is the Grateful Blessing stamp set. You are loved. And those beautiful flowers, I put them right there. I love this. Now I have one more that several of you asked me about in the last weeks, and it is this one right here. That I was using the Nest of Winters suite that is coming in the new September mini catalog. I hope that you check it out. It's gonna be on my paper shares, my pretty paper shares. It is beautiful, comes with those beautiful birds. I put the Thinking of You Always, that's part of the bundle. Now in this case, I made my square or my diamond bigger. As you can tell, it is not a 2 1/8. This is a little bit bigger, and I believe it's 2 1/2. So it's a huge square. I was trying the fractal card for the first time, and then I'm like, oh, I guess it needs to be a little bit smaller. But you know what? I think it turned out okay. What do you think? It is a joy to create with you. It is a joy to share ideas, and I cannot wait to see what you make with your pretty paper shares. If you're not part of them, join me. This is going to be a joy. Now go nowhere because I have a word for you. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for being here today. Every time at the end of my videos, I love to leave you with a word of God from the Bible that will encourage you, cheer you up, help you to keep moving forward. And this week I've been meditating on Ephesians chapter 2. I want to read a portion to you. It says, Ephesians 2:4, but because of his great love for us, God, who is rich in mercy, made us alive with Christ, even when we were dead in transgressions. It is by grace you have been saved. And verse 6 says, and God raised us up, I love this, with Christ and seated us with him in the heavenly realms in Christ Jesus. Even though we made a fractured card today, that does not mean that your life and my life have to be fractured. Our lives can be whole, complete, full, with meaning, with purpose. And this happens because of Jesus Christ. He came so that you're not just here by yourself. You are seated in heavenly places with him. You have a place in his heart. You have a place in his kingdom. You have a place and a plan and a purpose in his mind. And I want you to know that. And he wants you to know that. So this is a good time to start seeking and asking and saying, Lord, what are your plans for me? I want you to fulfill your plans in my life. I can assure you, his plans will satisfy your heart and you will be a blessing to so many others around you. So do not quit. Keep seeking the Lord Jesus. There is more in store for you, more in 2024. God bless you. Thank you for being here. I hope you subscribe to my channel today. It is a blessing to have you here. Also, I invite you to my group in Stamp a Blessing on Facebook. To my group on Facebook, Stamp a Blessing. You know what I meant. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you next time. Mwah. God bless.